Good- Hi, good morning, Jim. My name is Maureen, and I'm going to be your therapist today. What brought you here this morning?
I've just been feeling unbearable loneliness since my wife passed away 6 months ago. And I've been drinking a lot because I can't sleep.
I understand. Before we go any further, I'd like to inform you that whatever we discuss in this session will be confidential. Nothing here will be disclosed to anyone other than members of your medical team. With your permission, if at any time I find that you are suicidal, where you may be hurting yourself or others, then the confidentiality may go beyond the medical team and your caregivers. Do you understand and agree to participate?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so before we go, let's just start talking about, tell me a little bit about your life. What is your life like at this time?
At this time, everything is so confusing because I was very close with my wife and now she's gone, so I'm alone. So I find it very difficult.
Tell me a little bit about what you did in the past, your job, how you grew up, just a brief history, and include, any medical problems you may have.
Well, actually, I haven't worked for the last, I retired about 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so basically I've just retired. I do a little bit of volunteer services here and there.
Mm-hmm. Can you be a little bit more specific here and there?
Yeah, mostly I go to Walmart and I've been a greeter there for a few years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And outside of Walmart?
Yeah, I go to church, every Sunday. Yeah, I used to belong to a group that went out, different countries to help poor people. But now I'm too old for that. My back hurts every day. Yeah.
Age, huh? We all get there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, tell me how you met your wife. What were you, and what job you did at 20, 30? What kind of work were you doing?
No, we met a long time ago, straight out of school. So we've been married for more than 40 years. Yeah, the high school sweethearts. Yeah.
How did you support your family at that time?
Well, this time I supported my family. I used to teach, school, and so I taught for most of the time, and I supported the family that way. And my wife was just basically a housewife. Yeah, took care of the family and the kids.
Okay. And what kind of social environment, pastime did you guys partake in during raising the children and getting old?
Mostly a lot of church activity and just taking kids out different places. That's basically what we did mostly.
Mm-hmm. Tell me some of the places. Tell me one of the favorite places that you visited with the kids and what happened.
Because I didn't make that much money, so we didn't go really far, but we used to do a lot of picnics. Just in the parks, we cook. Every Sunday after church, we sit down and eat. That was our Sunday pastime.
What was so fascinating about the park? What did you like about it?
Just peaceful, quiet. You hear the birds. And, it's just enjoyable eating outside than inside the house, actually.
Sounds like a very peaceful, relaxing, self-centered moment. And how much kids, before we go any further, do you have any other medical problems? Are you taking any medication for any problem, for anything?
Right now, no, just maybe ibuprofen here and there for my back. That's about it.
And medical history-wise, any past surgeries, any injuries?
No injury. They just they did replace my right knee. Yeah, and that's the only actually surgery I've ever had.
Okay.
Yeah.
And children, the
Yeah.
extended family?
Three, 2 boys, 1 girl, all grown. They all live out of state.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So your immediate family support or your immediate social circle right now consists of the church, Walmart, and is that it?
Yeah, and some couple neighbors here and there, we socialize.
Tell me about the interaction with your neighbors.
I don't see them that much, but maybe once a week. Sometimes you have to sit outside the apartment for somebody to see you, and then you start talking. Yeah. Other than that, it's not like the regular,
Okay. Tell me, what are your goals for this session? What would you like to achieve at the end of this session?
I want to stop feeling lonely, and I really want to stop drinking, but I find it so hard.
And have you made any prior attempts to resolve the loneliness?
Yeah, I try to go to the movies, but I found that boring as well. So I don't know what else to do.
Okay. How about the drinking? Have you made any attempt to reduce the amount of drinking you are having, drinks you're having?
No, that's the only thing right now that makes me forget the loneliness. So it's very hard to stop.
About how much are you drinking right now on
about 6
per
packs?
day?
Yeah, six packs usually in the evenings.
How much were you drinking a month ago?
About the same amount.
Yeah. How long have you been drinking that amount?
For the past 5 months.
How much were you consuming prior to that?
No, just a glass of wine here and there for dinner. That's it.
Okay. So you'd say this probably started in the last 6 months, where you were consistently taking a glass of, not only a glass of wine, but 6-pack of beer, basically to go to sleep at night?
Correct.
Okay. And so basically what I'm getting, and you can correct me if I'm incorrect, your life right now without your wife is very lonely. You don't participate in much. Doesn't sound like you used to do much before she passed away or growing up. Seemed like you've always been a lonely person or a sole person, go around pretty much just your wife and the family. And you're also working at Walmart as a greeter, correct? And you occasionally visit church?
Yes.
Okay. And now you are consuming more alcohol than you think you should. And this is basically to relieve the loneliness and fall asleep. Correct? Okay. So let's address the cause. And I'm going to discuss with you what I think may help you to move along. You're not going to forget the loneliness. You're not going to forget the grief of your wife passing. You're going to continue to miss her. This is normal. But let's deal with the fact that you're consuming a lot of alcohol and you're concerned, correct? And you're also concerned that you can't meet anyone, correct?
Yes.
Okay. would you say the fact that you are lonely is probably one of the reasons you consume alcohol?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, all right. We're going to do what's called behavioral change and dialectal, what is called in the therapy word dialectal therapy. What that involves is we're going to go through some steps that involve behavior changes and perception and understanding of what is going on. In the process, it will help you to apply various understanding and beliefs and interpretation, and also various behavior that will help you change some of the things that you're doing right now, and hopefully help you to overcome or move away from using alcohol to resolve your issues. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay. All right, so this is a two-part. You're going to be just as involved as I am. So based on your environment right now and the hobbies that you're good at or you like, where do you find within your likes that you meet a lot of people? Or is there a crowd that you can't help but saying hi to somebody?
At the Walmart.
At the Walmart, okay. But people are kind of busy going in and out, so you don't have much time to make conversation there. How about church?
Yes, church is a good place too.
Do you mind visiting other churches from time to time?
Visiting all the churches?
Mm-hmm. Within the denomination, or if you're open to other denominations, do you mind just taking a variation from your regular activity?
Oh yeah, that's a good plan.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you to do this for me for part of your therapy. Choose a church, whichever religion, if you don't mind. If it's, I don't know if you're Baptist or you're Catholic or you're Pentecostal, but choose another church to visit one day, one Sunday, somewhere you can get to with ease.
Yes.
And I know churches are, you go in, everybody says hello. I'm sorry. Everybody says hello, how are you? And they greet you and they may move on. But I want you to take it a step further. I want you to go in. I want you to greet, say hi, and whomever you sit with that Sunday, I want you to share their Bible or share their hymn books that they're using. Pretend you don't. Leave yours at home for today, for that day, so you can become a part of somebody else's world for a minute or two.
Mm-hmm.
And see if you can strike up a conversation, not during service, but maybe on your way out. See if you can strike up a conversation with that person and see what it does.
Mm-hmm.
And, encourage yourself, force yourself to tell 5 things about yourself and see what response you get. Not all together, one at a time. How does that sound?
Sounds very good.
I think something you can do. In doing this, Rich, I'm trying to have you get new people in your circle.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to create another area of communication and something new, something that you can focus on and develop. How does that sound?
Very good.
Okay. Now, your homework in all of this will be for you to write down 5 things on a sheet that you have done on your own to make friends.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do 5 things, whether you're going to say you went to the store and you offered to take a cart for someone and strike up a conversation, or you went to the beach and you sat down, or you went out eating and you sat at the bar. 5 events I would like you to create that you think you could meet new people in. How does that sound?
Very good.
Okay. Another area we're going to look at is not in this session, but we'll look at how you relate to alcohol. What is it that you think alcohol is doing for you. What does it mean to you? So in your assignment also, I'd like you to write 5 things that drinking means to you. When you consume the alcohol or when you're having alcohol, what it does for you. How does that sound?
Very good.
Okay. And there is also Alcohol Anonymous that I'm going to introduce you to. And that is also an avenue where they communicate about addiction and alcohol. I would like you to be a part of that. How does that sound?
Awesome.
Okay. So in addition to that also, I have to address this. I did not, I don't remember if I'd asked you at the beginning, but do at any time you feel like you want to hurt yourself or others when you're lonely?
No.
No. No suicidal ideations or plan?
No.
No. Okay, with Alcohol Anonymous, there's also a 24-hour line, and there's also a 24-hour line, a 9 to 5 line in my office where a therapist is available to speak with you. Or if you have any questions or any concerns about how you're feeling, Jennifer will provide that for you on your way out. And also, we have group therapy and we have personal one-on-one therapy. Which therapy would you like to participate? This therapy is more of a development of cognitive and dialectal therapy. Which ones of these would you like to be a part of?
Group therapy.
Okay, group therapy. Sounds good. We'll get a lot of time for you to open up and develop and see and understand some of the behaviors you're having. How does that sound?
Very good.
Very good. All right. How do you feel about the therapy so far, the session so far? Do you think this is something you can participate in? Is it something you think you want to continue with? How do you feel?
Absolutely, yes.
Tell me a little bit more about how you feel about what we have done so far, of what you are understanding so far.
Oh, I feel very good, motivated with the therapy and the, Alcohol Anonymous. So, yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to hear. Sounds good. Well, it was nice meeting you, Jim. I look forward to seeing you next week. Your next session will be 2 days from today. And I am looking forward to see what the homework brought, what you came up with.
Okay.
Okay?
All
right. Have a good afternoon, Jim. See you next week.
Thank you.